Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tim Kylo broadcast booth. We are on the move at St. John Vianney High School. You're just seconds after the tip-off, brought to you by Tim Kylo, State Farm agent, CBC alum. We are here on CSN as Foxworth gets rejected there. Still scoreless here. Tom Eichwell alongside Corey Bethany bringing you cadet basketball on the Cadet Student Network. First three of the game for Parkway South. That was a shot coming in from Connor McCarthy. Doesn't get it to go, and here is Barnes. We'll give you the starting lineups in just a second. Now Willis. For CBC, it's Barnes, Willis, Foxworth, Catchings, and Bomarito. And for Parkway South, it is Farrell, McCarthy, Mullen, Unger, and Weiss. Barnes from the corner converts. So 1 minute gone, 2-0 CBC. Corey Bethany, nice to have you in the booth with us.
Oh, man, it's nice to be here. A little early start. Sorry we was late getting it to you, but that's the first bucket by JB, too cold.
And 150 CBC fans reminding Parkway South that the goal is to hit the basket. We have a huge student section here tonight, of course, with the state hockey final coming up right after this. You see them, they're wearing their light gray state hockey hoodies, but they are ready for some basketball, as you see Jordan Barnes with the rebound there. What can we expect from the game tonight? Parkway South against a very talented CBC team, Coach.
CBC want to start out fast. This is a new season for them. They approach this as this season. This is their season. They need 6 games to win state, and that's how they approach it. Everything else before this doesn't matter, and they treat it as a preseason. So look for them to get an early start. Inside looks just like that as Catchings go to the basket for the end one.
And nice to see the power from the freshman Catchings. Early on in the season, we saw, for all the talent he has, a little timid under the hoop, and it's nice to see that he's grown into himself, really.
Yeah, that is a huge advantage once he get going and taking the bumps and bruises down below in the paint and still scoring the buckets. Couldn't convert on the end one.
And bringing it up the court, this is McCarthy. Into the corner. Swings it around for Unger. Then to is Weiss. Back to Weiss. Here's Unger. Thinking about the shot there was Blake Farrell, decides against it. Parkway South working around the outside, but they're going to eventually look for a little bit of penetration. Not finding much right now. Good feet and good defense by CBC. And there's one way to show some leadership. Did you see Barnes shove Cale Catchings toward his man there? Catchings had his feet set. Barnes just gave him a shove in the back to try to close that down, unable to do so. So it is going to be 4-2 now. 4 for CBC and 2 for Parkway South. Here's Foxworth. Another player who's really grown into himself as the season's gone. Now Willis resets. 5:16 to go here in the first quarter. Barnes can't get it to go, and nobody follows up the rebound. I think Coach Tatum will have something to say about that. So Chase Unger brings it in, and he's going to bring it to length. Back up to Unger. And there's finally a pass inside. That's Jack Mullen.
Stolen.
And good steal there. Jack Mullen on the inside is going to be outsized heavily by Jacob Foxworth. And there you got a foul on Blake Farrell. But going back to the point about Mullen there, I think Jack Mullen, number 44 for Parkway South, keep an eye on him because he is about half the size of Jacob Foxworth. And coming in for Foxworth in just a second will be Kenny Leslie, who's also a heck of a lot taller than Mullen. So you get the feeling that inside battle could go to CBC pretty heavily tonight.
Mullen is a freshman as well, so take that as being inexperienced. First district playoff game ever in his life. So.
And well, we've got some shots here. Speaking of new things, we have a new sponsor here on CSN. We want to thank Kenrick's Meat and Catering for the best cuts of meat, great sandwiches, and so much more. Check them out in South County on Weber Road. Visit them online at www.kenricks.com. Thank you, Kenrick's. And here's Parkway South bringing it up. Currently trailing 5-3. And there's a good one in the corner. That one is good from Chase Unger. Now 6-5 Parkway South, their first lead of the night. Barnes inside to Leslie.
I got to finish that.
Yeah, have to finish it.
Left it short. I thought that would have been a dunk. About a year ago, that would have been a dunk.
About a year ago, that would have been a dunk, and probably in about the fourth quarter, that's going to be a dunk.
Yeah, well,
knowing Kenny. A player who tends to play to the situation. Can we put it that way, Coach?
Absolutely.
Okay. And
he hasn't been playing in quite some time. I think he hurt himself against Hazelwood Central, and he's been out ever since. So it's been a long stretch of him nursing that ankle. As you see, he has an ankle brace on his right ankle. So it's good to see him be back in the lineup.
And there's Bomarito called for a foul on McCarthy. Here's the shot from Weiss, and he gets it to go. So all of a sudden, the red jerseys are red hot from outside the arc.
A lot of contact in the paint. Kenny with the rebound.
And still can't get it to go. Falls for Barnes with the fadeaway, and he's going to get called for a travel. But scrappy inside. I guess the answer to the size problem inside for Parkway South is just get as many guys down there as you can. They had about 4 guys going for that rebound.
Yeah, they're definitely going to pack the paint and force the white jersey to shoot from the outside. There's a trap here in the front court.
And Farrell was the one driving, leaves it for Weiss, who gets fouled there. Foul is going to be called against Sam Orff, who's into the game for the first time. And the student section singing Jingle Bells, their personal favorite free throw song, the official free throw song of cadet basketball. And as Weiss converts the first one. So we did mention that we're in the same hoodie. We do want to wish good luck to Coach John Jose and the cadet hockey team as they play for the Challenge Cup Championship tonight at the Scott Trade Center. Puck drops at 8 p.m. The game will be live on Fox Sports Midwest. Unfortunately, we cannot bring you that on the Cadet Student Network. How we would love to bring you that game, but we cannot do it. Fox Sports Midwest will bring it to you live on your television, not even online. So we're going for a 10th title in the past 16 years. So should be a fun night at the Scott Trade Center. I get the pleasure of heading down with the students. I'm on a bus. Heading down there right after that. On the bus.
I'll be there, but I have to make a few stops before I get there.
So the freedom of driving yourself and not being on a bus full of teenagers. Here is Kenny Leslie. Hits from the line. And Catchings is back in for Bomarito. 11-6 Parkway South, 3:19 to go.
Kenny converts on both free throws there. Got a full court pressure by the cadets.
We got 3:15 to go now. Good pressure from, that was Catchings and Orff. Unable to pin him. And now Parkway South working around the outside again. Here's Weiss with another 3 attempt, and he drains it. I think CBC is starting to learn what you can and can't get away with Turner Weiss, especially in the corner there.
Yeah, Weiss and Farrell is the two that you really got to guard to make sure they get contested shots.
Yeah, and Weiss is on 8 points tonight. And Orff's going to drive and draw the foul. So he will go to the line. CBC trailing 14-7. Needs to turn this around real quick. One of those games where it's fair to say there's maybe an experience gap, maybe even a talent gap between CBC and Parkway South. And the longer this game stays even, the longer Parkway South stays in this game, the more belief they have, the fresher their legs feel, the more energy they're going to play with, and things could really get out of hand and really not go CBC's way if they allow Parkway South to stay in this game for long stretches of time.
Oh, yeah. He checked there by Welsh. They couldn't get it to fall. Baseline, 3-point Orff.
Not the prettiest shot you'll ever see Sam Orff take. I think he rushed his delivery a little bit, and Willis gets fouled going up to put it away on the rebound. So 14-7 with 2:20 to go in the first quarter.
That's and two on Younger.
There's going to be a timeout called for Parkway South. We're going to go to a quick word from one of our sponsors. When we come back, we will have more action here on the Cadet Student Network.
Guido's Pizzeria in Tapas offers the best of Mediterranean cuisine with a full menu of classic Italian fare, traditional Spanish entrees, and tapas. Guido's delivers a taste of Spain in the middle of Italy. Try their made-to-order dishes like Guido's homemade lasagna and the rich caramelized flan. Located on the heart of the hill at 5046 Shaw Boulevard, Guido's is open 7 days a week, till midnight on Friday and Saturday, and till 11 p.m. on Sunday through Thursday. The Cadet Student Network loves to stop in and see owner and CBC alum Miguel Carretero, class of '86. You should do the same. Holy cannoli, you gotta try Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas on the Hill. Guido's Pizza.
And welcome back to the Tim Kylo broadcast booth. And I did misspeak. Their tip-off was brought to you by the Bommarito Automotive Group. We want to thank them for all their support. Of course, John Bommarito here watching his son Blake. We thank the Bommarito family for all of their support of the Cadet Student Network and of CBC Athletics. And this one falls for Leslie. Now Barnes on transition. Goes for three. Bang. Drains it. That didn't even scare the rim. That was perfect.
Quick timeout there by the Patriots. They felt that momentum turn as Cadets jump on top by 1 point.
8 unanswered points, so go from the 14-7 deficit, now up 15-14. That's what you want to see, and you want to see CBC keep their foot on the gas here and really take Parkway South out of this game early. While we do have just a second, we want to tell you about one of our sponsors here. If you are in the market for a pre-owned vehicle, be sure to go to the sales leader in the marketplace. That's the Bommarito Pre-Owned Centers. They are stocked full of great vehicles and are located on site at every Bommarito location. All cars at Bommarito Pre-Owned Centers are exclusively certified by Motor Trend. So give a visit to the Bommarito Pre-Owned Centers. All right, here's Parkway South bringing up again, beating the full court press. That could become a story late, though, if CBC keeps up this press. It's been good so far. So Parkway South's really had to scramble to get it out of there.
Yeah, we almost had another steal there on the baseline. This ball goes out of bounds.
And inbounding this one will be Corey Barracow. Now Blake Farrell. McCarthy drives, cuts it out for Farrell. Farrell tries to drive, goes up against 4 Cadets and draws the foul. Wasn't a ton of contact there, but good job by Farrell of dribbling into it. They're going to get Kenny Leslie there for the block.
Yeah, he had a good lean inside, got in the chest of Kenny there, and Kenny couldn't do anything but foul him.
And checking into the game is Jack Mullen, coming in for Justin Pettinelli. And here's Farrell. Can't get it to go. He dragged Sam Orff out of that one. And I think he's going to get called for that. That's the correct call.
That's a good call.
Yeah, to his credit, he let him go. Just wonder if that was one where he'd hang on for a while. But
yeah. That's 2 fouls on Farrell, too. One of their leading scorers.
Yeah, that's quick. Also with 2 fouls is Chase Unger.
Yep.
That's 2 of your starters with 2 fouls already. And with 1.5 to go here, Sam Orff tries to drive, creates some space. That's what he's capable of. Just can't get it to go the first time around. Gets it the second time.
Stayed with it. Here's the trap, full court trap.
Now the scoreboard says 14-14. May have been a mistake earlier because it said 15-14 at one point. I don't know if they're having problems or if they just maybe added too many points early because we went from being up 15-14 and then we just scored and now we're 14-14. So we assume they probably added too many points early and we don't have any sort of controversy here. But interesting. Catches you off guard when you take a look.
Yeah.
Do the old double take. And there's an impressive drive that was Turner Weiss.
Weiss with 10 early points.
Yeah, 16-14 inside of a minute now, 51 seconds. Here's Catchings. Foxworth with all kinds of space, finds Bommarito in the corner. Good. He can shoot these.
Got to get him going.
Yeah, it doesn't fall. Good rebound from Barnes. Now Orff up top. He's going to reset. 35 seconds. Catchings inside to Foxworth.
Good high-low.
Foxworth draws the foul, so he's going to be shooting 2. 32.3 to go. CBC, if both of these go for Jacob Foxworth, we have a tie game. And as Farrell gets set to check in, also getting set to check in is Chase Unger. Again, the two players we talked about with 2 fouls.
Yeah, it's almost a gamble.
Yeah, I probably pulled just to tell them to calm down a little bit, watch themselves.
I tell you what, you don't want to go 3 fouls in the second quarter.
Or in the first quarter, we still got 32 seconds here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And Foxworth going for the second from the line. A little short, rattles out. That was Mullen with the rebound. Now Weiss. Back up to McCarthy.
Good trapping defense by the Cadets there. You got a count going. There's almost 5.
And good fast feet from Blake Bomarito, too.
He lost it.
Tries to turn it inside. Foxworth gets it. Under 10 to go.
Oh, that's a foul. He's shooting.
Yeah, Bomarito goes to Catchings. And foul called against McCarthy. Coach, are you?
It should be 1-1.
Are you sure? Is that what Tatum? Tatum was upset there briefly. Is that what he was saying, or could you tell?
I'm not quite sure what he what he was telling the ref there.
He clearly had something on his mind.
Maybe he was asking for a flagrant or intentional foul.
Just asking if he had dinner plans after the game. Just seeing a nice, courteous invitation. Might have been what that was. And Bomarito hits the first. 7.6 to go in the quarter. The tie game at 16. Bomarito trying to put 1 between us. And rattles out, still bouncing around. 4 seconds. Lee Richmond has it. Out to Wheeler. Wheeler does not get it off in time. And that is going to take us to the first break here. So let's go to a word from one of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll get you set for second quarter action here on the Cadet Student Network.
World-class sports performance at the Lab Gym, St. Louis's premier training facility for elite and developmental athletes. Do you want to maximize your athletic potential? Do you want to get bigger, faster, stronger, more powerful, and actively prevent injuries? From high school and college to professional and Olympic athletes, world-class sports performance at the Lab Gym will get you ready to compete at the highest level. Call Director of Sports Performance, Matt Miller, at 314-932-7270 or visit their website, labgym.com. Or just stop into the gym at 5035 Manchester Avenue to see for yourself.
Hey guys, this is Matt Miller, world-class sports performance at the Lab Gym. Make sure to check us out online, stop by, get a free tour. If you mention you're a friend of CBC, you get a 2-week free trial. So come get better, maximize your athletic potential.
World-class sports.
And we're all set for the second quarter here in the Tim Kylo broadcast booth on CSN. Tom Eichwald bringing you the game alongside Corey Bethany. And while we have a second, we wanted to ask you, Cadet fans, are you protected? Please call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all your insurance needs. Tim is more than just the best insurance guy in town. He is also the presenting sponsor of CSN. We are incredibly grateful for his support. In fact, how about you tweet Tim right now to thank him for his support? Send him a tweet at RiskAgent. That's at RiskAgent, and tell him thanks. Or give him a call at 314-842-4442. Thank you, Mr. Kylo, for all of your support. And as the second quarter is underway, we have a tie game here, 16-16, between CBC and Parkway South. The winner of this game gets the pleasure of playing the winner of Kirkwood and Vianney, which will be right after this in this very gymnasium. Your thoughts on that game, Corey?
Kirkwood can shock them. Vianney is obviously the favorite, as they are the number 2 seed of the district, but Kirkwood is streaky. They can get hot, and it's district basketball. I mean, anyone can win. Nice seal inside, missed the layup. We missed a lot of layups tonight. Good steal there by Bomarito and put back in.
There it is. There's a layup we make. But you said about the missed layups, probably about 8 points at least on the floor right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Luckily, we've been getting fouled after the miss, but.
And this is McCarthy, one-on-one with Barnes. Gets the pass off to Ross Scanlon. Now over to Weiss. In the corner for Scanlon.
Tough man-to-man defense there, making work.
Yeah, it's a good drive and a nice touch there from Corey Barracow. So 20-18, Parkway South still in the lead. Cale Catchings doesn't get it to go. Took a little forearm from Barracow as well.
Yeah, he kind of ran up under him.
Yeah, got that forearm across the abdomen. Which, I'll be honest, I'm not sure why that's legal given all the contact that gets called. If you reach in on the ball, that's one thing, but if you hit a guy in the stomach while he's shooting, it's totally clean.
It's tough to see. It's really tough to see and called it.
And
there.
Good reflexes from Leslie. Here's Willis one-on-one.
Oh, good body control, but another missed layup by the Cadets.
That's an unofficial stat, but that's probably about 10 points or so on layups that CBC has left on the floor at this point. Obviously, you got to fix that at some point if you're going to make a playoff run. But any playoff run CBC can make certainly starts tonight, and right now, that is anything but certain. Here's Barracow.
Charge. Yes.
And that's a charge. Good job by Leslie getting his feet set. Very similar to what we just saw a minute ago, but that time Leslie gets it right. 6 minutes to go in this second quarter. So, we talked a little bit about the momentum in this game. CBC needed to put this away. What do they need to do? Let's talk concretely. What does CBC need to do to really kind of take Parkway South out of this game and take over like we want to see them do?
They can start making the layups.
Okay.
But, suffocating defense.
Do we dare use the fundamental word?
Yeah, absolutely. I watched a lot of youth basketball this weekend. My sons play. And I'm telling you, from 8 in the morning to last game ending at 7 at night. And fundamental teams win day in and day out. The most fundamental team usually come out victorious.
Well, you see that at every level, too. You see it at the college level. Kentucky, you talk about the fundamentals. Especially at the NBA level, you talk about the Spurs. They're the team that's trying to make fundamental basketball cool. It's what they've done just with fundamentals and not necessarily anything fancy. So it shows you just how far that can take you. So it's not just the youth game.
Man, they call that over the back foul on Kenny. That's his second. I think he was standing right next to the guy. I would like to see the Cadets use their size. Maybe insert a lineup of Kenny, and as he get the rebound there, Kenny and Christian Willis, Jordan Barnes, and that's an open lane there.
Yeah.
With Foxworth and Catchings, and see how if South can he's traveled. See if South can match up with that lineup, as they seem small and these guys are rotating in and out.
Yeah, and part of it also comes down to patience. Talk about South or Parkway South, rotating. You also see if that, does that have an effect? The CBC rotating, is Parkway South knowing that they're going to run into maybe a fitness gap? I don't know. Late in the game, so they're trying to prevent that now.
A lot of contact. So they can't stop him down low. Hey, that's a foul.
That is a foul.
Wow.
That was a forearm to the face. So we may disagree on the hand to the gut, but can we agree on that one, Corey?
Kenny is working hard with the steal here down low.
Finds Barnes in the outlet. Barnes is going to drive. Takes on 4 and puts it away. And he took a little knock, too.
Yeah, he did. And
Tatum's upset about that one.
Well, here's the thing. And let's face it, refs are human, too, right?
Right.
So you look up at the board and you see 9 fouls to 5. And, he's like, hey, maybe we are calling it a little bit too much for this on this end than the other.
Alternative explanation, maybe there's a reason they have 9 and CBC has 5.
Absolutely.
But we've got minutes to debate that. They don't. So you always give the ref the benefit of the doubt. Under 4 minutes to go now. CBC trailing by 1, 23-22, to so far a very impressive Parkway South team. They've been getting it done with heart and with some very clutch jumpers. But you wonder how long that can last. And CBC yet to get anything close to their top gears. But what are you watching, Coach?
Well, I was watching Tatum. He's been talking. He was talking to the ref ever since he called the foul, ever since he walked over to the scorer's table.
And bringing in now Anton Ruiz. And he finds that is Mullen, who puts it away. Sorry, Coach.
No, I was just saying how close to that line he's going to try to. Good rebound by Wheeler inside. I'm telling you, they can go inside any day.
You talk about strength and physicality. Just look at Nick Wheeler. He's down in the weight room the other day attempting to work out. You should have seen Nick Wheeler walks in. It's just like, it's he's impressive in the weight room. We'll just put it that way.
Man, this is a fast-paced game as Barnes get a steal, go up for a layup, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Patriots.
And Barnes inbounds. Here is Wheeler.
Again. Well, quick points.
That was trying to block him there was Turner Weiss, and I don't think Turner Weiss has much of a chance.
No, not at all.
Going up against Nick Wheeler.
I tell you what, you don't expect scoring from Wheeler, but if he getting in that close, there's no stopping him.
Well, and if he's in a groove, don't mess with it. Leave him out there for a few minutes. See if he'll get you a few.
South really widened this man pressure by the Cadets.
Here's McCarthy. In the corner for Weiss. Inside from Mullen. Mullen puts it away despite some good pressure from Leslie. That's a good finish from Jack Mullen. And 27-26, South still in the lead.
Oh. Almost and one there.
Yeah, that was Leslie fouled. And that is a foul called against Corey Barracow. That is his second as well. And CBC, you have Blake Bomarito and Jordan Barnes both with 2. Barracow and McCarthy with 2 for Parkway South. But also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, help me out, Coach, I think it was Blake Farrell.
Yeah, Farrell.
And Chase Unger also with 2.
Yes.
And Leslie rattles one out. Still tied 27 with 2.5 to go. Here's Unger. Farrell. McCarthy. 3 players with 2 fouls combining sequentially there.
Oh. Yeah. Got to control your body. You can't get there, Wheeler. You just sit down and play defense.
But that football instinct kicked in, I think. Slight difference between the two sports.
He just couldn't stop. Big guy like that get going. It's tough to stop.
And this is Unger at the line. The first one goes. He liked it. He thinks he'll try it again. Trying to make it a 2-point game. Jingle Bells returns. And Unger rattles it out, so Cale Catchings with the rebound, now Barnes.
Another inside. Oh, my goodness.
That time Wheeler can't get it to go. That's a good rebound from the freshman Catchings. That's good physicality from the freshman, but that's 3 rebounds right there.
It's a lot of body banging down there. A lot of it.
And a lot of rattled out layups.
I'll be shocked if CBC shoots anything but layups now. Just how easy they can get inside.
Right.
How easy they can grab the offensive board. It'd be very shocking.
Although, honestly, Jordan Barnes' 3-point percentage tonight
It's got to be 5
probably
seconds. There you go, 5 seconds. Good defense. Good defense. He kept him on that corner and kept him on that side of the court. Good job by Jordan Barnes.
Jordan Barnes' percentage from outside the arc, I believe, is higher than CBC's team percentage on layups. just gonna point that out there.
Yeah, I believe he's 1 for 2 tonight outside the arc.
Yep. I think CBC is probably less than half their layups going in tonight.
That is so true.
That's a problem. That is a big problem. Now here is Barnes. Leslie inside. Holds it. He's got room for the jumper. Decides not to take it. And here's Willis. Now Barnes. A little bit of contact.
Pass.
Leslie goes up for the jumper. Doesn't get it to go. Good rebound from Catchings to knock it back to Leslie. Leslie using his body but can't get it to go.
And a lot of body.
That's another short-range miss. Now, granted, there was a lot of pressure on him there, so that's a little bit more forgivable. And a timeout, 32nd from Parkway South. Well, we have a quick second. Fans, visit Bommarito.com for Missouri's best deals on new and used cars. Bommarito.com is currently Missouri's #1 searched automotive website. Make sure you log on from your desktop, iPad, or smartphone 24/7 for all your automotive needs. Savings on your next new used car purchase is just a click away. Bommarito Automotive Group, where price sells cars. Also, for all of you, maybe there's some 6th, 7th, 8th graders watching out there. Even current 5th graders, if you know a rising 6th, 7th, or 8th grade boy who is looking for an awesome summer experience, please check out the brand new CBC Summer Academy with more than 40 camps. That's right, 40 camps and classes. The CBC Summer Academy offers something fun and interesting for every young man. Athletes will learn from CBC's varsity coaches. We have band and theater camps too, as well as a challenging but fun, don't worry kids, academic program as well. Visit cbcsummeracademy.org to learn more. Spend your summer with us and experience what CBC is all about. That is cbcsummeracademy.org. McCarthy can't get it to go. Leslie with the rebound. Here's Barnes. Finds Leslie inside. There's a rebound that goes. A layup. Now inside of 30 seconds. CBC with a 1-point lead, 29-28. 20 seconds. Here's Weiss. McCarthy.
Wish we had a ESPN shot clock charting the shots here in the second
quarter. That would be
interesting. I bet every shot was inside the paint.
Well, we've seen obvious jumpers turned down, so I wonder if that is instructions.
There's a pull-up 3 by Barnes.
2 seconds.
No, short.
Doesn't go, and that's going to do it. Unger takes one after the whistle, and that almost hits the shot clock. So that's going to do it for the first half. The first half finishes CBC holding on just barely, a 29-28 lead. Now, some of you may be familiar with this. A recent campaign CBC is running. We've been around for 165 years. We want to be around for 165 more, and you can help us. So we're going to throw to a video now. Folks, this video is student-made. Everything in the video is student-done. So we want to throw you to the Stand Up for CBC video here. So we want you to enjoy this. We'll come back in a few minutes and wrap up the first half, get you all set for second half tip on CSN. So we want to give you some information on how you can stand up for CBC.
Stand up for CBC, stand up. Stand up for community, I said stand up. Stand up for integrity, stand up. Stand up for CBC. I am one, not the only one who can't do everything. What I can do, I will do by the grace of God for my school, God for us all. Christian brothers on the move. Stand up. Stand up for CBC. Stand up. Stand up for community. I said stand up. Stand up for integrity. Stand up. Stand up for CBC. Stand up.
And welcome back for the booth. The Stand Up for CBC campaign continues. We've already had more than 800 people contribute to this important effort, and we'd love to have you contribute as well. So we thank you for the video. This effort is to help prepare our school for the future. Please visit www.standupforcbc.org to make your donation. Now is the time to stand up for CBC. While we have the opportunity, we're going to roll a couple more advertisements for some of our sponsors. Before we do, we do want to let you know, if you like the idea of advertising, if you want to reach thousands of loyal CBC, we've had something like 30,000 people view Cadet Student Network this year, roughly. We were at 25,000 a little bit earlier, so I'm assuming our rate has continued. Lots of people, lots of CBC, loyal CBC fans are viewing this. If you want to advertise your business, please contact our Assistant Athletic Director, Coach Tony Kasiolek. You can find his contact information online. Go to our athletics website, cbccadets.org, and get in contact with Tony Kasiolek. Yes, you know, the website tells you how to spell his last name. Don't worry about it. So get in contact with Tony Kasiolek. We'd love to have you as a sponsor here on CSN. So we'll take you to a few of ours. When we get back, we'll get you set for the second half here on the Cadet Student Network.
The Bomarito Automotive Group. Click, search, and save at Bomarito.com. The Bomarito Automotive Group. Click, search, and save at Bomarito.com. Bomarito Automotive Group. Over 4,000 vehicles where price sells cars. Bomarito Automotive.
It's at the Lab Gym, St. Louis's premier training facility for elite and developmental athletes. To maximize your athletic potential? Do you want to get bigger, faster, stronger, more powerful, and actively prevent injuries? From high school and college to professional and Olympic athletes, world-class sports performance at the Lab Gym will get you compete at the highest level. Call Director of Sports Performance Matt Miller at 314-932-7270 or visit their website labgym.com, or just stop into the gym at 5035 Manchester see for yourself.
Hey guys, this is Matt Miller, world-class sports performance at the Lab Gym. Make sure to check us out online, stop by, get a free tour. If you mention you're a friend of CBC, you get a 2-week free trial. So come get better, maximize your athletic potential.
For all your automotive needs, trust the pros at Bomarito. In every neighborhood or at Bomarito.com. For all your automotive needs, trust...
offers the best of Mediterranean cuisine with a full menu of classic Italian fare, traditional Spanish entrees, and tapas. Guido's delivers a taste of Spain in the middle of Italy. Try their made-to-order dishes like Guido's homemade lasagna and the rich caramelized flan. Located on the heart of the hill at 5046 Shaw Boulevard, Guido's is open 7 days a week, till midnight on Friday and Saturday, and till 11 p.m. on Sunday through Thursday. The Cadet Student Network loves to stop in and see owner and CBC alum Miguel Carretero, class of '86. You should do the same. Holy cannoli, you gotta try Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas on the Hill. Guido's
And welcome back here in the booth. One more word before we get set with our wrap-up. Cadet fans, do you know a grade school student who might be a future cadet? Please encourage him to pay us a visit and experience CBC for himself. A shadow visit is the best way to learn more about the great things that are happening at CBC every single day. 7th grade shadowing is even available now. Call Mrs. Melissa Ryan to schedule your shadow visit or a private family tour of CBC today. You can get a private family tour with our admissions director, Jim Brockman. Call Melissa Ryan to set this up at 314-985-6095 to make your plans to pay us a visit. Come spend a day with us and experience what CBC is all about. And as we are back in the Tim Kylo broadcast booth here on CSN, Tom Eichwald alongside Corey Bethany. And, Coach, probably a little bit closer game than CBC was anticipating. Is it time for concern? At what point maybe is it time for concern? Your thoughts?
Very close. Very close game. Didn't anticipate it. 1-point lead going in at halftime. But it's too early to panic right now. I see the game. CBC, they can get any shot they want on the offensive end, and they limiting the Patriots only to one shot attempt on their on the defensive end. The thing is, they just hitting those shots. Those shots are falling, and then we just got to recognize the shooters, close out on them, and then continue to play good defense.
And if you look at the other side, Parkway South, especially early, not so much in the second quarter, but in the first quarter, they got everything to drop. It seems like everything they touched went in. So,
yeah, Turner Weiss went crazy. I think he had 12. He finished with 12 in the first half.
So as our teams get set to come out here, your thoughts on what coaches were saying at halftime? Let's start with Parkway South. What is the Parkway South coaching staff telling these boys at halftime?
Well, they're excited. They have the momentum. They feel like they shouldn't be in this game, but now they can believe a little bit. Believe what the game plan is and just play. They don't have anything to lose. That's their mentality.
And Coach Tatum and the CBC staff, what is he telling his players?
Make the layups. Don't worry about being fouled. Don't worry about anything like that. You have to make the layups. Don't look for the ref to bail you out. Make the layups. Close out on jump shooters. Continue to play CBC basketball.
And as we have just under 2 minutes here until tip-off, we do want to let you know again, in case you are unaware, tonight, this very night at 8 p.m., Coach John Jost, coaching staff, John Jost, Randy Staub, Nick Carasello, they will lead the cadet hockey team as they play for the Challenge Cup Championship tonight at the Scott Trade Center. The puck drops at 8. The game will be live on Fox Sports Midwest. Fox Sports Midwest, that is a television channel, so you don't even have to go to your computer. You can sit in front of the television, get that fire in the fireplace, and have yourself an evening watching CBC hockey. Puck drops at 8. We are playing the Junior Billikens of St. Louis University High School. Now, we played them twice this year. First game, they had a lot of people missing. Wasn't really an accurate representation. Second game was just a couple weeks ago down in Afton on senior night. And it was a great game, very even. So it should be a very evenly contested hockey game. It should be every about high school hockey. There is going to be intensity. There's going to be talent. There's going to be rowdy fan sections. It will be a lot of fun. So if you don't have plans tonight, head down to the Scott Trade Center. If you're already doing something, that's fine. Just make sure you're somewhere where there's a TV and Fox Sports Midwest. We do also want to make note, we mentioned this at the top of the broadcast, but just as a reminder, we do want to take one more opportunity to thank our newest sponsor, Kenrick's Meats and Catering. For the best cuts of meat, great sandwiches, and so much more, check them out in South County on Weber Road, or visit them online at www.kenricks.com. Thank you, Kenricks, for your support. And we're getting all set for the start of second half action. Coach Tatum getting his last words to the team out before we start. A reminder that the winner of this game will play the winner of Kirkwood Vianney. Kirkwood's over in the far corner, and they're getting ready to head to the locker rooms. So Kirkwood versus Vianney plays immediately after this game. And the district final, so the winner of this game and the winner of that game, will meet right here at Vianney on Friday at 6 p.m. So you'll want to stay tuned. If CBC is in that game, we will bring you that on the Cadet Student Network. That's Friday at 6. And as we start off, Cale Catchings into Jacob Foxworth. Very nearly airballs a layup. Fortunately, he cut some of the backboard to spare him that shame. But
look at that. Look at that. First missed layup, first sub. Sub at 10 seconds in the third. I'm telling you, hey, make the layups. No excuses. You don't make them, you coming out. Good steal there by Catchings.
Catchings, he's got one here. Oh, and he can't handle that one. Good steal and a good look from Barnes, but just can't quite hold on to it, can the freshman, Cale Catchings. And Leslie, Willis, Bomarito, Catchings, and Barnes out there for CBC. McCarthy, Farrell, Weiss, Mullen, and Unger out there for Parkway South. By the way, we did mention that CSN will not be bringing you the hockey game. If you don't have a TV, stay tuned in to the Twitter, as I say. You can follow at CBC CSN. We will be tweeting live updates during the game, so we will still bring you what we can. Even if you're watching the game, stay tuned at CBC CSN for all of the updates from the Scott Trade Center. So 6:55 to go in the third. CBC still clinging to a 1-point advantage. Over a minute gone, no points scored here in the third quarter.
Good defense there by Willis, earning that jump ball opportunity. Look at that, D. That's an illegal screen, isn't it?
Not according to the officiating staff, and Leslie gets it stripped, and there again we see some good scrappy play from CBC trying to get that jump ball, and they're going to keep this one. But that's what you need. Obviously, it's a game where you're not doing it the pretty way. Might as well do it the ugly way. Get these loose ball opportunities. Make sure you're throwing yourself into every possibility, and see if you can get a few bounces to start turning momentum back.
I like the fires out of the Patriots. They're not backing down at all.
And here's Barnes resetting at the top. Willis cuts near side.
4-eye set there. But outside shot, three-pointer goes off the rim.
Yeah, nothing goes, and that's a rebound by Weiss. And they beat the trap. Here's McCarthy. He's going to reset for Farrell. Over there to Weiss. Unger sets the pick. Weiss says no. Back to Farrell up top. Unger, Farrell. He's going to try to drive. Can't get the pass off, and good defense again from Bomarito. Another jump ball. Kenny Leslie's been right at the heart of pretty much all of those, diving in, doing everything he can, try to get some momentum. And this is...
I would try to force Farrell to go to his left. It seems like he's a real powerful going to his right and very comfortable. So see if CBC coaching staff pick that up and force the ball to go to his Farrell to go to his left.
And McCarthy can't get it to go. Here is Barnes. Now Bomarito. Barnes is going to get a chance. Takes it in, hits the underside of the rim.
No good.
Willis gets that one in. And one of the things we talked about, Corey, this is off the air during the Stand Up for CBC video, but we were talking. And one of the things you pointed out that still is true, and we hope for CBC's sake it continues to be true, is that the possessions for Parkway South have been really one shot and done. They haven't had any. I don't know that they've had more than one or two multiple shot possessions, if they've even had that many. So that's one of the positives to take away for CBC. There you go. Yeah. They missed the shot. Catchings gets a rebound. One shot possession.
Yep. They're very undersized, and that's why you see so many layups attempts. So many layups attempts by the Cadets. We just can't get them to drop. This game would be a total different game. We get those to drop. Got to make your layups.
Yep, and Leslie misses the rebound. Nobody has gone to check in for him yet, so maybe they were just...
Good help defense. A little late. So he slapped him on his arm. I thought it was all ball.
That's his first foul.
Yeah.
And Wheeler's going to come in. Who's Wheeler going to come in for? Is he going to come in for... Or is he going to sit back down? Sits back down.
He's going with Orth instead. I wouldn't mind that Wheeler substitution. He was the only one hitting his layups.
Well, and there it is. Leslie misses a layup, and Sam Orth replaces him.
And he sit right next to Jacob.
I love it.
Is this the miss layup section?
It's a club. It's a club. Before you know it, they're going to be having special warm-ups.
I bet that was Coach Tatum's point of emphasis.
And that time it's a red miss layup. And here's Barnes. Finds Willis. Willis goes in.
Block and one.
And that is a block called on Unger. That is his third foul, if I'm not mistaken. And we get a timeout here.
Both coaches called timeout right there. That was kind of funny.
I guess they're going to charge it to Parkway South.
Yeah, because he administrated a timeout first before the other ref did, but that was hilarious.
Yeah, and that is the third foul for Unger. So during the timeout, while we have a second, we want to ask you, Cadet fans, are you protected? Call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all your insurance needs. Tim is more than just the best insurance guy in town. He's also the presenting sponsor of the Cadet Student Network. We're incredibly grateful for his support. In fact, you can tweet him right now and tell him how thankful you are for his support, too. A lot of what we do here is a credit to the support of Tim Kylo. So tweet him at Risk Agent. That's at Risk Agent. and tell him thanks, or give him a call at 314-842-4442. Thank you, Mr. Kylo. And in addition to our sponsors, obviously we couldn't do this without our students. This is a student-led broadcasting initiative, is the Cadet Student Network. I want to thank our students working on the broadcast tonight. Justin Donovan, who's around here somewhere, he helped us set up. And William Kratz working the camera tonight. John Rolfe working the computer. And as our director here, just because he hates when we mention him, Bryson Schroeder, fearless leader. He's somewhere probably listening in on his headphones. And here is Farrell. He went to his left there.
Yeah, he did. And Barnes set up right on his right-hand side, forcing him to go left.
He
So
dished it out wide instead of going for it. Here's Weiss in the corner. Doesn't get that one to go.
Scramble for the rebound.
And we got a jump ball. This one is going to go, whose is it? CBC's way.
Yep.
Again, another one-shot possession for Parkway South. Just when I thought they were going to get their own rebound there.
I did too.
Thought we might have jinxed it.
No such thing.
No. Not at all.
A little full court pressure here by the Patriots.
And Barnes for Catchings. And he'll probably find Barnes again, and there it is. CBC's in business. Barnes brings it across. Parkway marking man-to-man. And Barnes is telling Bomarito to switch. Now Orff. Nothing really doing there, so Willis is going to give it a go. Beats two and the layup. He's trying to teach his teammates how to hit a layup.
Yep.
So with 3:19 to go in the half, CBC creating a little bit of separation, 36-28 lead.
Almost a travel there.
There's Farrell.
Good D, good ball pressure there.
That's
Denial.
Weiss into the corner for Barracow. Barracow drives with the left, and they're going to get Willis. Frankly, it looked like Barracow just kind of brushed up against him. I'm not sure how that's a foul on Willis, but it is.
I think he felt sorry for him. Looked like he was struggling to get to the hoop there.
Now, folks, for the record, the Cadet Student Network is not calling that a pity foul. We are not calling that a pity foul. Let the record show. However, we'll say no more.
Six-point lead. Let's see if we can get it to 10 by the end of this quarter.
Here's Orff.
Nice solid screen there by Catchings.
He's going to take the three. You can see him kind of shrug it off like, oh, well.
I'll take it.
That doesn't have to be pretty. We talk about getting it to 10. It's currently at 9 with 2:40 to go.
And at 6 o'clock p.m., the bank is open. Oh, that's a push-off. Good strip there, but good hands by Barnes. Look at it behind the back, just gliding down the court. He made that look so smooth.
Now, folks, I know you can't see this on TV or on your computer, but be assured I have been glaring at Corey for the bank is open comment for at least a good 30 seconds now. So if you're feeling the need to do any glaring, realize that it has been done on your behalf. I like it, though. I like it. I was actually on my way to making a reference. Coach McCormick. Coach Mike McCormick, who's probably listening right now, is going to text me telling me not to stop talking about him on the air. But he is, I'm just waiting for my phone to buzz. I know it's coming. But he, of course, did a video today with the student body, banked one in and told students they could bank on days off if they sell their raffle tickets. So the bank jokes are alive and well at CBC. And I'm probably thinking about 15 seconds before I get that text from Coach Mack. You know he's watching.
Left one underneath.
Way is Mullen.
That's probably the first look inside that a real good look, open look that the Patriots has gotten.
1:50 to go. 7-point game for CBC. Here's Barnes. Drives, beats one or two, and gets the and one.
He had to work hard for that one. He's like, finally. He had to work hard for that one.
So 41-42, Barnes at the line trying to get it to the 10-point lead you were talking about, Corey.
You can sense it. You can sense the Cadets pulling away, getting every shot they want, playing tough defense, rebounding. You can sense it.
And Barnes is good, so there's the 10-point lead. Long way to go, though. 141 to go in the third quarter. And 141, as we know, around this time of night takes a long time.
Good rotation there by the Cadets. Get a steal at midcourt. He's going to call a kick. Yeah, Orff controlled it with his leg. Wasn't necessarily his foot, but he controlled it with his leg, and you can't do that. Good call there. As the ref showed Coach Tatum exactly what he did.
Yeah.
He did the leg curl.
And Coach Tatum gave him the old, I don't want to admit you're right, but I get it.
Yeah.
And that is off the support and eventually ends. That's ruled no good for Farrell.
That was Farrell's first open look. They've been really swarming him on defense.
Yeah, a little bit of a bad break for him. Careened straight up off the rim and off the shot clock.
That's a double foul here. Trying to get a control of.
And Kenny Leslie with an elbow there. That one's not sitting well with Coach Tatum either, and Wheeler's coming back in for Leslie. That's his, they've got it up there as his first foul, but it should be red ball, I would think.
A lot of confusion here.
No, correction, it was I guess it was a foul on 40 red.
30 red and 40 white. Kenny and
So the offsetting fouls, is that the...
Yeah.
Okay. So offsetting fouls, it will end up being CBC ball.
And that's Younger's fourth foul. So that's more critical for the Patriots than it is the Cadets.
What'd I tell you, Coach? Mike Mack texting in, enjoying the broadcast. I told you it wouldn't take long. I'm going to have to give him some trouble about being slow because it was well beyond the allotted 15 seconds. Minute to go in the third. 42-32, 10-point game here.
Got a foul there on Orff.
And the student body for CBC informing the head coach for Parkway South that it's improper to talk to the ref. They love pointing that out, of course. Here's McCarthy. Finds Barracow in the corner. Good release. Doesn't get it to go, though. And here's Bomarito. Sprints for daylight. Turns it back in for Barnes.
Look at that. Just glide the lane.
Too easy.
Too easy.
It really is too easy for him. So 12-point game now. Here's Farrell.
Good hustle.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Bomarito. It's an obvious one there. He's caught a little overzealous on the reach. And that is his third foul for Bomarito, and he's going to... he's still in there.
Got Ethan Gothard in for the first time tonight. Getting a little action. I bet that's from the hard work he put in at the senior night.
Yeah, McCarthy doesn't like that one, but...
he bounced the ball across the
timeline.
Yeah. That's a over and back. Good defense there by Bomarito.
And here's Orff. He's sophomore with 24 seconds to go. Lee Richmond in, Nick Wheeler in, Ethan Goddard in, Blake Bomarito and Sam Orff.
Oh, that's a foul. Yeah.
That's a push on Barracow. You cannot do that, and that is his third. That is frowned upon in many sports.
The way he pushed him, I thought he was pushed into him.
I mean, lose control?
Yeah, I don't know. Thought some of the ice from outside gotten inside.
He may try that argument a little bit later, but we'll see.
3 ball.
Bomarito rattles it off, and here's Wheeler. Now Orff passes up the 3 of his own, drives. That's an air ball.
Man. Good hustle. Good hustle. Good hustle.
And both Goddard and Wheeler going down hard there. They appear to be all right. Goddard, not the type of guy that's going to dominate down low, but he is fast. He's plays.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
He is. Plays varsity soccer as well, and he is he's the fastest guy on the soccer team.
Wow.
He was always finishing first in the soccer sprints. We're going to go to a word from one of our sponsors. When we come back, we will have fourth quarter action here in the playoffs, CBC versus Parkway South on the Cadet Student Network.
Performance at the Lab Gym, St. Louis's premier training facility for elite and developmental athletes. Do you want to maximize your athletic potential? Do you want to get bigger, faster, stronger, more powerful, and actively prevent injuries? From high school and college to professional and Olympic athletes, world-class sports performance at the Lab Gym will get you ready to compete at the highest level. Call Director of Sports Performance, Matt Miller, at 314-932-7270 or visit their website, labgym.com. Or just stop into the gym at 5035 Manchester Avenue to see for yourself.
Hey guys, this is Matt Miller, world-class sports performance at the Lab Gym. Make sure to check us out online, stop by, get a free tour. If you mention you're a friend of CBC, you get a 2-week free trial. So come get better, maximize your athletic potential.
World-class sports performance.
And welcome back to the Tim Kylo broadcast booth here on CSN. Tom Eichwell alongside Corey Bethany. And we are ready for fourth quarter action here between CBC and Parkway South. CBC up to a 12-point lead. While we have a second, if you are in the market for a pre-owned vehicle, be sure to go to the sales leader in the marketplace, and that is the Bommarito Pre-Owned Centers. They are stocked full of great vehicles and are located on-site at every Bommarito location. All cars at Bommarito Pre-Owned Centers are exclusively certified by Motor Trend. You can also give the Bommarito Automotive Group a visit online at bommarito.com. You can find the best deals on new and used cars in Missouri. They're currently number one in terms of automotive searches online. Log on 24/7 for all your automotive needs and all of your purchases for new or used cars just a click away. Bommarito Automotive Group, where it sells cars. Here's Orff on the baseline. Now Barnes.
Elbow jumper. Got to his spot. Got
gets
the
it
bounce.
to go. And you'd have to say Barnes has been the standout for CBC so far, and really the lone standout. I mean, Willis has had glimpses, but Barnes is really the only one kind of consistently getting it done here.
Yeah, he consistently getting the points. He got 14 right now. Start of the fourth. Taking good shots, getting good looks.
There's Farrell.
It's almost like a 3-2 zone here.
And pass inside, that's a good one to Ross Scanlon, who puts it away.
It's a good find by the Patriots there. It's tough to get.
And pass too tall from Catchings to Barnes. That's a mistake, but you can see the idea, and it was a good one there from Catchings. Just maybe a little overzealous with the pass. And now here's McCarthy bringing it up.
Oh, stole it.
Oh, that was close. If Sam Orff was just a little bit taller. Deep. Ooh, from deep. McCarthy hits an NBA three. And that's pulls him back in the single digits. So it is 46-37 now, CBC. Orff across court to Barnes.
Surprised he didn't pull up for that one.
And it leaves it to Willis. Willis does take the three, rattles it off the near post. Fights to get to the rebound, but a little bit of a bad bounce. Keeps it from him, and here's Blake Farrell.
No call.
And it goes up over Barnes. Can't get it to go, though, and here's Willis. And that's going to be a foul called on Weiss.
Weiss was just held on. That big body coming that fast down the lane.
Notice that he held on with his arm while stepping out of the way.
Yeah.
Can't blame him for that one.
Yeah, I just want to hold on.
Run for cover, basically.
Coach encouraging him to take a charge. It's like, are you nuts?
Just as well, you grab him, you step in front of him, doesn't matter. And here's Barnes. 5:47 to go in this one. I think it's fair to say it's been a less than comfortable affair for CBC tonight.
Oh, well tested. I mean, that's what you expect. First game in the districts. Nice. Oh, missed layup.
Foxworth gets it to go. Catchings can't. And in the third quarter, we saw players who missed layups being subbed out as soon as possible.
Yeah, that was a nice drive down the lane, though.
I guess
long length.
Yeah, you wonder if now that things are a little more stable, might see Coach Tatum relax that policy. Here's Farrell driving on his right, cuts it back outside to Mullen.
Good defense.
Now McCarthy, CBC moving their feet in defense very, very well.
Got to close out in the shooter.
Can't do that. Another one-shot possession. Willis rebounds for Orff. Now here's Barnes back to Orff. Orff goes up. That's good hustle and a good block from Farrell. Barnes can't get it to go. Willis goes up, and he gets it in the and one. Well, it's physical out there. You got to credit Blake Farrell for that block. Sprint the length of the court to go up over Sam Orff.
Yeah.
And get the clean block. That is impressive. And Willis converts on the and one. CBC getting a little bit more of a comfortable lead now.
And they kept Farrell in check coming into the contest, averaging. There's another turnover forced by the Cadets. And they're out and running.
There's Catchings, second missed layup there in a few seconds here. Willis goes, and he gets fouled. He's going to go to the line. To be fair, both missed layups for Catchings under some physical contact. 4.5 to go now. CBC holding on a little bit in cruise control right now, but I mean, you never know. A couple quick threes from Parkway South like we saw at the start of the game. You know they have it in them. And it could be a game again, so CBC really has to be careful here, be on edge, keep the pedal on the metal, so to speak.
Yeah.
Willis hits. And Barnes just hits the floor. I think he got taken out a little bit there by Jack Mullen. But McCarthy, he's got the hot hand, puts another one in for three. What did I say? Got to watch out for these three balls. Get a couple of them quick. He can hit him. Weiss can hit him.
Yeah, that keep you in the game. Absolutely.
So 13-point game right now for CBC.
CBC is in no hurry.
No.
Two-man game with Willis and Catchings.
They're more worried about avoiding the 5-second call than they are about scoring, I think.
I tell you what, if you get the ball, Fosworth is working the young man on from, and here it is, layup.
There it is.
Man, he is working Younger. Younger has 4 fouls, and I think he knows. I think every Fosworth got it in his mind, this guy cannot guard me, and he has 4 fouls.
Yep.
I would love to see the Cadets feed the big man in low every time now. Let him work.
And he put away his layup there.
Yeah, he did.
That helps.
Yeah, he did.
3:44 to go here. Of course, the winner of this game, again, playing the winner of Vianney and Kirkwood, which is immediately following this one. That game will be at 6 o'clock on Friday evening right here at Vianney. So, if CBC wins, we will bring you that one here on CSN Friday night at 6. And if you're thinking this is fun, but you want more cadet athletic action, come down to Scottrade tonight. State championship hockey game, the Mid-States Championship, tonight at 8 p.m. at Scottrade. If you can't make it to the game, you can join it on Fox Sports Midwest. You can also follow at CBCCSN on Twitter for game updates. And here's Bomarito.
Man, I need to give him a touch down low.
Ooh.
Give it to him. You see it? See that?
Yep. That's way longer than 3 seconds, too. He's in the paint for about 6 seconds there.
I'll tell you what, that never gets called.
No.
It does, but it doesn't.
No.
Foxworth had him sealed.
Yeah, so 55-42 with 3:13 to go.
You know, one thing I noticed, we haven't mentioned Jerry Powell's name.
No.
And I looked over, and he's in a hoodie. He's in street clothes. I'm curious to, what happened to him. Maybe he's resting an injury.
Sorry, I was just a little bit distracted. The Parkway South cheerleaders just did cartwheels and flips all the way down the floor. Senior Cole Yelich, I believe, just did a cartwheel for CBC to rapturous applause. Honestly, I didn't know he had it in him. And as we get set here, 3:13 to go. Fun fact, that's the year Christianity was made legal in the Roman Empire. Just teaching about that the other day in class. I told my students, John Rolfe, our game day director, is shaking his head at me for that one. I did tell my students I would make some historical reference tonight. So there it is, boys. Enjoy it. Edict de Milan. And back to basketball. Leslie passed it out to Willis.
Just the lineup that I was interested in. You got Kenny and Fosworth on the court at the same time. And we take a three.
Yep.
I would love to see that ball get inside there for a minute. He's hot.
Good move by McCarthy, and similar to the last couple shots he's had, didn't even come close to the rim.
He's hot. From the same spot, too.
Yep.
9 points, just like that.
10-point game. So, again, that's the one thing CBC really has to watch out for at this point. If it goes back and forth, you figure you like CBC's chances, but if they start allowing these threes, these open threes from proven shooters, they could really come under some pressure in the last few minutes here. We're under 3 to go. Folks, if you know a rising 6th, 7th, or 8th grader, the 8th grade boy, rising 6th, 7th, or 8th grade boy, who's looking for an awesome summer experience, please check out the brand new CBC Summer Academy. With more than 40 camps and classes, the CBC Summer Academy offers something fun and interesting for every young man. Athletes will learn from CBC's varsity coaches. We have band camps, theater camps. Visit the cbcsummeracademy.org to learn more. I should also mention some great academic offerings as well. Really a neat opportunity. cbcsummeracademy.org. Come spend your summer with us and experience what CBC is all about. That is cbcsummeracademy.org. Come see us this summer. And Barnes, a little behind the back action there. Finds Willis, turns down the three.
Good. Be patient. We have the lead. Let's close it out.
And here is Barnes. Avoids the 5-second call. Finds Leslie in the corner back into the game. Gets pinned by 2. Finds Willis, and that's a good movement to get out of that pressure.
Yeah, good high-low there.
Barnes inside, and there's Leslie can't put it away. Gets his own rebound and gets fouled. And that is a foul on Jack Mullen. That will be his 4th. So Mullen and Unger both with 4 fouls. Probably won't matter, again, pending some more clutch three-point shooting here from Parkway South, but you never know.
Man, we get every look down low. They were patient enough and finally got it in.
And first one goes. And Leslie to the line with the second. Foxworth, Willis, Barnes, Bomarito, and Leslie out there right now. Here's McCarthy. He's the man to watch right now. Farrell says, watch me as well.
Oh.
Almost an excellent rebound by McCarthy there.
Yeah, it was too close for him.
Yeah. Jumped maybe a second too early.
Good split by Barnes. Too late.
That's forced from Willis. Looking for Leslie, just found Farrell. Farrell drives. McCarthy in the corner. Doesn't get it to go. Barnes with the rebound.
Slow up.
And Willis will go up, put that one away pretty easily. Gives the ref a little look. The ref shakes it off, but he did take a couple there. He took a couple hacks. Under 1.5 to go now. CBC looking good for the time being, but again, that could change with a few shots like that. It doesn't go, fortunately, for CBC. Leslie with the rebound. Here's Barnes.
Give it to him. Dunk it. Oh.
And his shirt got grabbed there, and I think he's reminding the official of that, and that is going to stay.
What was that?
Is he calling it
He calling it out on
out on Parkway South? That was the one thing it didn't look like it was. Looked like it could have been a foul on Parkway South. Looked like it could have been off of Foxworth.
Yeah.
Oh, well. And Foxworth, for all that, gets subbed out. Doesn't even get the reward of the points.
I bet Coach Tatum feels he should have caught the ball.
Yep. Barnes from the corner can't get it to go. I think he was actually behind the backboard when he shot that one. That's not a high percentage shot.
Tough angle.
Yep. And here's McCarthy. Little spin move, under a minute now. Got to pop him here. Unger does. Doesn't go. Willis with the rebound. Can't force anything, and there's a foul from Mullen. And that's his 5th.
Nice battle. Nice battle by the Parkway South Patriots here tonight.
And so this is going to be 50 seconds to go. 59-45 is the score line. So that's the end of the night for Jack Mullen and the end of his season. Jack Mullen.
So freshman.
Yeah, only a freshman though, so he'll see more playoff basketball. And now Willis at the line. Your thoughts as we're inside of a minute now. Your thoughts on the performance from CBC, Corey?
I mean, they answered the test. Doesn't have to be pretty. Just get it done, and that's exactly what they did. A little concerned about the open threes that the Patriots are allowed, but
yeah, and that one Ross Scanlon put away. But
yeah.
But going forward, obviously a very different game against Kirkwood or Vianney, especially Vianney, a team that they know well, a team that they played very closely just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So what can CBC expect going forward? Or let me put it a little clearly. If CBC wants to have a playoff run, is what they're doing now, is what they've been doing good enough? Or do we need to see something different? Maybe a change or maybe just an improvement in some areas? What do you think going forward? Let's just look forward for a few minutes.
I mean, they are absolutely good enough. Inside, outside game. Their defense is what wins ball games for them. They make it so tough for you to score. Unlike you see the three balls. I mean, if you able to shoot the threes like that, then so be it. Good for you. But as you see, it's one shot and done for the Patriots. They control the paint. They control the defensive end, and that's a key to success in winning high school basketball.
So I guess it's just a matter of making those layups and getting the shots to drop then.
Yeah, I mean, they make those layups. We get those foul calls. I mean, you don't want to rely on the ref calling those fouls, but at the same time, you make those layups. It's a blowout. It's a running clock.
Right. So with 42 seconds now, we're going to get Cale Catchings inbounding, and Parkway South's going to do everything they can. They're going to pressure this one, try to pin him, see if they can force a turnover. And Barnes is doubled. Bomarito is not. Back to Catchings. Fortunately, Catchings got that before it goes out of bounds, and he's going to get fouled, plus a little shove after the foul.
Yeah, he did.
I think the referee gives him a little pat on the back, just said, watch that, son. That is Unger's. That's his 5th.
That's his 5th.
I guess he doesn't need to tell him to watch it, because that's it.
Guess he want to get his 5th worth it.
Yeah, get his money's worth. Get 2 fouls in 1. That way he can say he got a 6th foul. But you got to credit Parkway South. They've hung in there. They're still fighting in this one. They're still clinging to some sort of belief right now. And again, you got to give them credit. They haven't rolled over. They haven't given up. The fight's been good from them. They're just kind of outclassed a little bit by CBC tonight.
Yeah.
And here's Catchings. 37.9 to go, in case you're wondering. Doesn't go. Barracow pulls it down. No fouls for CBC, and Bomarito gets it. Here's Willis, 30 seconds. Now Barnes. Hold it as long as he possibly can. And Willis is going to drive. Cuts it back. 16 seconds now. Again, just keep moving around the outside. No need to take another shot. I don't think we will see one.
Nope.
8 seconds to go. 7 seconds. They're not going to bother with the 5-second warning on this one. Clock's going to run down. And it is official. CBC will be playing the winner of Kirkwood and Vianney right here in this gymnasium Friday night at 6 p.m. Now, we already talked about our thoughts on the game. For CBC, they passed the test. They hung in there. Despite a tremendous effort from Parkway South, CBC got the job done the ugly way. Last thing to do here before we get set, before we go get ourselves pumped up for the state hockey game tonight. Last thing to do, Player of the Game award. Can we give it to anybody but Jordan Barnes?
I would give it to Barnes, yes. He had 14. I think he ended up with 14, but great team effort, great team defense. You know, that's what it's going to take to push on in the districts and championships and Missouri State playoffs. So that is going to do it for us here. We do want to thank you for joining us. Once again, we'd like to thank all of the students who made this broadcast possible. We want to thank John Rolfe, our game day director. We want to thank John McQuaid, who's here. William Kratz working the camera tonight. Also Justin Donovan, who has disappeared. I think there's rumors of food outside, so that might be where he is. But we do want to thank you for joining us. And, again, follow us on Twitter tonight during the hockey game for updates. And watch the Cadets take on the Junior Bills tonight in the state hockey game on Fox Sports Midwest at 8 p.m. That's going to do it for us. For all of us here at the Cadet Student Network, for Corey Bethany, I am Tom Eichwald. We want to thank you, and go Cadets in the state game tonight. Thank you, folks. We'll see you another night.